extraordinary process. It's the 40th year of Choices, actually 41st, and we'll be moving in here March 2nd. Go into a room that's misty, dark, clouded, and then through your own eye, your own vision, you start to create clarity and spaces and areas and colors and rooms and movement. And this absolutely was a dilapidated old building, just as my previous space was. But that's the exciting thing with creation and with architectural creation. So I love that process. Maybe 4 or 5 months will be a state-of-the-art women's healthcare. The facility is gorgeous. The community is definitely one that needs our services, and I'm very excited about coming here.
We were forced to move from the 12th floor down here. It is a basement. It's cold, it's damp, it's dank.
This is going to be so much better. I mean, actually, I was in that previous space with an anti-abortion landlord for almost 15 years.
This is the... And look at what I got behind me. Right. This hallway is normally 4 foot wide. Frankly, this at this point is too narrow to be code, but there's construction going on.
The problems with no heat in the winter, no hot water in my office, I mean, we're just ongoing.
We used to have all kinds of educational, it was a patient educational supply. Items, you know, like this, but a lot more that we've had to move around.
It's so good to be in a beautiful, new, clean, sparkling space where everything works, or at least it does now, but I would expect that it will. I lived in Queens after I moved from Philadelphia to New York for many, many years, and I went to the Jamaica Library, and I actually came down here to buy my first white uniform for my job with Dr. Gold, who I eventually married and with whom I started Choices. So it's a strange thing, as if the circle has turned all around. And the other part about Jamaica is that it's almost like a third world country in the middle of New York. The teenage pregnancy rate is 35% higher. The prenatal care is problematic. There are many uninsured people, so this is an ideal place for Choices to be. We're going to do the same services that we've been providing for 40 years, which is family planning, abortion, gynecology, prenatal care, counseling, HIV, sterilization, all reproductive health services with the mental health component. And as we get involved in the community, we will, of course, take their input in what services that they would need and they would like to see, and hopefully work those in. This is the first full day of choices, of the new choices. I'm very excited. This is a beautiful, beautiful facility. We've worked many years to create it. I was on a trip to England where I was asked to address the all-party parliamentary committees from the House of Commons and the House of Lords on population control and sexual and reproductive health. And it seems that there is what is called an Americanization of abortion politics going on over in England, where the antis are beginning to use the same sort of tactics that they're using here. So I spoke to them about strategy, about tactics, and about the fact that this war on women is basically a global one. And interestingly enough, I come here today, the new choices, and we have an extraordinary demonstration outside of our doors, very, very visually violent and propagandistic. I'm not surprised, because I thought that they would welcome the patients who are trying to make a constitutional, moral, and legal right to choose, and make them feel harassed and guilty and shameful, which is what their usual MO is. I am committed to be here if the fates allow another 20, 30, or 40 years to serve women the way choices always have.